Hi everyone, we are Elisa and Jason from EECC Travels, and we are back with another cruise tips video. If you have not seen the others, we have done what to do before your cruise, extras to pack for your cruise, and what to do after you've gotten on board. So if you haven't seen those, there's a link down in the description. Today, we're gonna cover dining and drinks.
Very important stuff.
Very important. Food is a big part of cruising, right?
Yep. So Cruise Tips Volume 4 coming at you right now.
Okay. So the first thing I've got for you. Now some of these are going to be Carnival specific and some of them are not. But to get started, if you have plans on eating in a specialty dining restaurant but not sure which night you want to do that, you can check with the main dining room and get the menus for the week. So you can look at the menus and decide, oh, well, Tuesday doesn't look like that great of a menu. I think I'll book my specialty dining on that night. So to do this, just go to the main dining room. There's usually someone on staff in the afternoons and just ask them to see the menus.
Right, the second tip, make reservations at the chef's table at any special dining restaurant. Steakhouse is a good idea for the first night, and you get a free bottle of wine as well. So.
Yeah, so if you've got your heart set on a specialty dining, make it early in the cruise, especially if you want to do the chef's table, because that's super limited. Yeah. I think they only allow like 12 or 24 people total for the entire cruise. But the specialty dining restaurants are smaller, so if you want to eat there and you've got your heart set on it, make a reservation early. And yeah, like Jason said, if on Carnival, in the steakhouse on the first night, you get a free bottle of wine. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to eat in the steakhouse, you might as well do it on the first night. Number 3, if you have a very early port day, order room service the night before to be delivered to your stateroom for breakfast. That way you're not having to get up and rush to get dressed and try to get downstairs to the buffet before you leave on port, because there's some port days that start at 7 a.m.
That's right.
That's early. So on days like that, you might want to consider getting room service breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Ask for cheese and fresh fruit plate at the beginning of your meals. Let your server know you want this every night, and it will be on your table at dinner when you arrive.
This is one of our favorites.
And that's tried and true. Of course, all these tips are. We've tried them all, and they've all tested positive. But anyway, definitely do that, because the cheese tray is fun.
It's really good. It's good cheese. There's usually 5 or 6 different cheeses, and then there's some pears and some grapes and things like that. But it's technically on the dessert menu. So they show it to you at the end of the meal, but if you know about it and you ask your server at the beginning of the meal, you get it with your bread. Because to me, that makes more sense, having your cheese with your bread. Because after you've had an appetizer and an entree, you're not wanting anything other than maybe some sweets or something like that.
You know, think of we think of cheese as like an hors d'oeuvre type deal, you know, before your entrees come out. So that's the way we like it, but teach their own. Yeah,
and our kids have gotten so used to it. It's so funny. As soon as that cheese plate hits the table, all little hands start reaching for the different cheeses that they like.
That's right.
Okay, if you get the dessert menu and nothing's really looking that great to you, ask for a kids menu. They have cookies and hot fudge sundaes, and you never really know what all's going to be on there, but it's more simplified desserts. So if you're not wanting a creme brulee, or if you've had chocolate melting cake 4 times in your cruise and you're just wanting something simple. Oh, creme brulee is my favorite.
I mean, is that even possible?
Maybe somebody doesn't like it, but if you're wanting something simple for dessert, I mean, of course, if you have kids, you're going to get a kids menu. But if you're like us and all of our kids are teenagers, they don't bring us that kids menu, but ask for it. Yeah. Also, you can get coffee in the dining room.
You're like, we're adults, Dad. We don't order off the kids menu now. Get it right, Dad.
Oh, no. Ever since we've been cruising, they have always wanted to order off the adult menu because it makes them feel big and special. Yeah.
So. Okay. Check out tea time. Okay, it's mid-afternoon. It's
usually in the aft dining room.
In the aft dining room.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't remember if it was the aft or not.
Yeah. And tea time is incredible. It's it's one of those little things, you know, that it's a throwback to the original part of cruising, that the simple things in life. And you have tea, obviously. You go in there and they normally have green tea or black tea that's complimentary, but if you want any of the fancier teas, they're only like $1 a piece.
It's the whole experience.
Yeah.
They like she said, it makes you feel like you're going back in time. And they roll it up in a little cart, neat little cart.
It's so cool.
And they have all the desserts, and they have all the teas, and little sandwiches and whatnot. And then in the background, they'll usually have a 3-piece little band playing violin and horn or whatever, you know. But it's just a neat, fun experience. It gives you a really authentic cruising experience, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
And they normally have a couple of different sandwiches. They'll have cucumber sandwiches, which are a traditional English tea thing, and some sort of salmon cracker sandwich.
Yeah, a little smoked salmon cracker. It's like on bread. I'm not a fan of that, but a lot of people are. A lot of people seem to like it.
But the desserts
are
phenomenal.
Yeah, the desserts are better there that we find than, you know, anywhere else on the ship. And I know it sounds kind of weird because, you know, you're probably thinking, oh, it's all the same stuff.
It's really not.
We can't find that anywhere else on the ship at any time, just at tea time.
Yeah.
So
my favorite thing last year.
I think they're a step above.
They really are.
Taste and quality.
My favorite thing is they had this fruit tart. So it was a crust with all this fresh fruit, and then it had like a sugar glaze over it, and they cut you a slice of it and put it on your plate. So they're not pre-made individual desserts. It's a big dessert, and they cut you a slice of it.
And another thing, it's usually not busy. So if you get there early, you know, you'll get a really good spot where you want, sitting in the back, looking at the beautiful ocean. You know.
And they can sit you, because they have large tables, so if you're only 1 or 2 people, they might sit you as a group. But if you're like us and we've got 4, 5, 6 people, we always ask for a private table, and they'll accommodate you. They'll give you what you want. Okay, next thing is Sea Day Brunch, and this is a Carnival exclusive, but it's something that we absolutely love to do. And of course, it's on sea days, but it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning and it goes through lunchtime. So they have a menu that covers breakfast items and sandwiches and things like that. But what's great is, so say you get up in the morning and are used to going to the buffet, and they've got your traditional, you know, your pre-made eggs and your French toast and things like that. On Sea Day Brunch, you can get special items, like my favorite are the pancakes. And you can get regular pancakes, blueberry, and my favorite is chocolate chip with chocolate syrup on it. Really good. The other thing the kids like is the funnest French toast, which is French toast, but it's dipped in different cereals. That's interesting. And you normally get, what, steak and eggs?
Yeah, usually get the steak and eggs.
Yeah, so it's a step above the traditional buffet food for breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you sleep in, then you can go at whatever time you want during that morning and go get it. The other thing cool that we found out last year is the Bloody Mary bar.
Yeah,
He's excited to try that this year.
You build your own Bloody Mary.
Yeah, there's like a whole menu of all the different toppings, and I know he likes one that's got well garnished.
All the condiments. You can put your own condiments and your own garden in it.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes. Don't know really what to expect or know what they have, but you know, I'm looking forward to that. So. Okay, pack some snacks from the buffet when you leave the ship. Just no fruit and Cozumel.
Right, okay. And mainly what I'm referring to by this is like those little boxes of cereal, the pre-packaged items, maybe some fruit other than Cozumel. Yeah, because if you've got, like for instance, if you're going on a long excursion and you've got an hour to an hour and a half bus ride to get to your excursion, you might get a little hungry before getting there. So, you know, grabbing a couple of extra boxes of those little cereal are good.
Yeah, we're not talking about wrapping ham and turkey up in a paper towel and throwing it in your backpack. You know, common sense.
Yeah.
Let's use a little bit of it.
And I think fruit is good in pretty much every other port, but Cozumel's weird about that. I mean, they have dogs when you get into the port that they're going to sniff you, and they'll confiscate any fruit.
They'll really sniff you if you have turkey and ham and all those things.
Yeah, they will. I can only imagine the dogs going for that kind of thing. Okay, when we were talking about specialty restaurants, on Carnival there's one called Cucina del Capitano, which is an Italian restaurant. So in the evening, it is a, I believe, $15 per person surcharge, but at lunch, it's free. And it's really good. It's a build your own pasta, so they give you a menu and you get to choose the pasta, the sauce, the meat, the toppings, and they'll build it however you want. And the bread is really good there too.
Yep.
So.
All right, custom pizzas are available at the 24-hour pizza spot. You will have to wait a bit, but you'll get the whole pie if you do. So that's at the, what's the name of that?
Well, on
Pizza
some
Pirate?
ships they're called Pizza Pirate, and on some ships they're called Pizza del Capitano.
Yeah.
But it's
so
the same
at
thing.
that pizza place, yeah, you can request for a whole pizza.
Yeah.
And they'll make it for you.
Like, for instance, I like lots of cheese on my pizza, and the pizzas they make, you can see a bit too much sauce for me.
Here's my recommendation. If you see 15 pile lineup right there, and it's busy part of the day, don't ask for the whole pie. Use your common sense, people. Be nice and be smart about it. Don't be rude. If you pass by at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and there's nobody in line, and you're hungry, ask for a whole pie. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, but one thing that we like to do is we'll go and get a custom-made pizza right before a dive-in movie, and then we just bring the whole thing outside and eat it poolside while we watch our movie. You can get drinks delivered to your room, and these can be ordered before your cruise, or you can order them on your cruise. And these kind of drinks are like bottled water. They used to allow you to carry bottled water on, they don't anymore. So this cruise, I went into the fun shops and I pre-ordered us some bottled water. It's gonna be in our room when we get there. Some other things you can order are, you can order sodas. If you don't want to carry, you can carry sodas on, but if you don't want to, you can order sodas. I think they're a bit pricey. I personally wouldn't do that, but it is an option. Or if you're not going to get a Cheers package, you can order a bottle of liquor delivered to your room, so you can get a whole bottle of rum or vodka or whatever your choice is, and then you can mix drinks in your room, and you don't have to drink them in your room. You can mix them in a cup and carry them wherever you want to go. Now those bottles are expensive. They're like $60, $70 for a bottle, but when you think about what you're going to pay per drink at a bar, you're probably going to have some savings.
About 10.
Yeah.
About an average of $10.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can get beer delivered to your room too, but
You know.
it's the same price as what you're going to pay at the bar, so I don't really see the point in that.
All right, you can also order what you want off the menu. More than one appetizer or entree or dessert is fine. You can order 2 of each if you want. It's up to you. Don't be bashful. I know I was very bashful at first. I didn't want to, overextend my welcome, if you will, and or be rude, so to speak. But I learned real fast that just about everybody's doing it, and it's okay. It's your vacation. You worked hard. You deserve it. Indulge yourself. So, in a lot of cases, our kids get something they want to. They're trying new things. They don't like it, we ask for something else, they'll bring it. If they like something really good, they'll ask for 2 of them.
Yep.
So just, you can get what you want, all you want.
I know, for instance, like Colby loves a shrimp cocktail. They bring you 4 shrimp. He can eat that in like 2.5 seconds.
Yep.
So a lot of times he'll order 2 shrimp cocktails as an appetizer. And then on formal night, they have lobster and they have prime rib.
If you want 2 prime ribs, which I've done, like that first prime rib goes down real easy, I'll take another one.
Yep. And you can get the lobster and the prime rib. You don't have to choose one.
That's right.
Something else is if you see something that's on the appetizer menu and nothing that really appeals to you on the entree, they can bring you an entree size appetizer. I've done that before because they had like a flatbread pizza on the appetizer menu and nothing really looked good to me, so they brought me 3 of them on a plate as an entree size. So they can pretty much do whatever you want. So yeah, this is your vacation. Try new things. And that's so great. Like our kids.
Don't be bashful to ask for more than 1 entree.
Yeah, our kids.
It's okay.
Our kids, before we started cruising, they were very limited in what they would eat, because you go to a restaurant, you look at the prices, and it's like $17-20 for an entree. You're like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like that. You don't order it.
You don't order it.
But on a cruise, you can do that.
In everyday life, you don't order it. But yeah, so you can indulge your children, and it's fun to be able to do that. And you know, also the staff, they're used to it.
Yeah.
They're used to it. They get one cruise after another.
I know.
So
they're not gonna give you the.
They're not gonna give you the steak out.
That.
Okay? Don't worry about that. They're not gonna. They've always been very friendly and very polite and willing to serve us whatever our needs are.
Yep.
So.
Okay, the last thing that we have to talk about.
Last but not least.
Our drink packages. Okay, now this is going to be Carnival specific because these are the ones we're most familiar with. The Bottomless Bubbles package is your soda package, and it's broken down into age groups. Okay, so if you're 17 or younger, the cost is $4.95 per day plus a 15% gratuity. If you're an adult, it's $7.50 per day plus the 15% gratuity. So you have to decide if you're going to drink enough soda to justify that cost. If you can bring sodas on the ship, that's what we do. We don't buy the Bottomless Bubbles because we bring our own. You're allowed a 12-pack per person on the ship. So that's what we do instead. But if you're flying into port, maybe you won't get to go pick up sodas, this is an option for you for that. The other drink package is the Cheers program. Jason's very familiar with Cheers.
We always get it.
Mm-hmm.
For me.
Again, you're gonna have to figure out if you're gonna drink enough to justify the cost. So here's the cost. If you pre-order it, meaning you go online before your cruise and you buy it, which is what we do, it's $51.95 per person per day plus a 15% gratuity. Okay. There's a couple of quirks in that. If you're cruising out of Texas, you can't get Cheers the first day, so it's only going to be a 6-day program. I don't know why Texas is like that, but they are.
And we're cruising out of Texas.
And we're cruising out of Texas this time. So, also, every adult 21 and older has to buy the Cheers program. Okay? Real quick, if you wait and buy it on board, it's $56.90. If you wait and buy it on board, it's $56.95. plus gratuities per person per day. Okay?
$5 difference.
Yeah. So if you're gonna do Cheers, go ahead and prepay for it. It'll save you what, about $25, $30?
Yeah.
So I would definitely do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what comes in Cheers?
All right, what you get with the Cheers program is you get 15, that's your limit. You get 15 alcoholic drinks. That's either beer or any kind of top shelf liquor.
Or wine.
Hard liquor or wine, okay? Single shots of liquor only, no double shots, okay? Frozen drinks.
All those fruit
all those
mixed drinks, those are all
drinks.
covered.
Anything alcoholic, you get 15 of those. After that, if you exceed that limit, they will cut you off. You cannot get another drink with your Sell and Sign card.
No.
Or with your Cheers program. You cannot.
Have you ever been cut off before?
Yes, I have been cut off before. It wasn't pretty.
It was funny. No, we were in the piano bar, and she comes back out, and she's got his card, and she's waving it around, and she's like, "Hi, everyone, this is Jason, and he's officially cut off. He's done for the night."
I was done for the night for sure.
He was.
I was cut off already. But anyway,
But
you also get energy drinks.
Yeah.
You get specialty coffees,
bottled water,
sodas. So you pretty much get anything that the ship has to offer as far as beverages on your Cheers program.
Yeah, and the non-alcoholic drinks are unlimited.
Unlimited.
So you can get
That's
15 alcoholic drinks, and you can go get 2 energy drinks, 3 coffees, 4 bottled waters.
Yeah, your limit's just on the alcohol.
Yeah.
The 15 limit's just on the alcohol, obviously. Everything else is unlimited, which is really cool. So you can get all jacked up on Mountain Dew, AMP energy drinks, whenever you run out of alcohol, right? But anyway, it works for, I like to drink, not an alcoholic by any means. Maybe I am, I'm functioning. But I like to drink on the ship, it's fun.
It's part of vacation.
Part of vacation,
loose.
but we never get carried away, never get stupid. We do it very responsibly, and make sure that you do it very responsibly as well. But always have fun.
Now, I'm just going to tell you a little tip about what we do.
Yeah.
We have 3 kids, so we booked 2 different cabins, okay? So we booked Jason and Ethan in one cabin, and we booked me, Cameron, and Colby in the other cabin. That way he can buy cheers and I don't have to. Because if we booked the 2 of us in the same cabin, we would both have to buy the cheers program. Now, do we sleep like that? No. Me and Jason sleep in one cabin and the boys sleep in the other, but we're booked separately and that's all that matters.
You shouldn't be telling people that, because they're gonna think we don't sleep together in the same room. And
Just said we did.
well, okay, but here's the thing. You want Carnival to see this?
We're not breaking any rules.
By God, they might put a stop to this shenanigans that we're up to.
Actually, my PVP, the personal vacation planner with Carnival, told me it is better if you have 2 adults to book in separate rooms, because a lot of times the adults will get specials on their VIFP number that the kids won't. So if you book early and then you have a price drop, if you've got the adults in one cabin and the kids booked in another, you might get a price drop on this one but not that one. So he actually recommended them be separate. Okay, so we hope you've enjoyed our tips on dining and drinking while aboard a cruise ship. This is something that we really enjoy about cruising. We love trying new foods. We love trying those new drinks. Love the Alchemy Bar. That's our favorite spot on Carnival. Best bartenders, strongest drinks. Remedy's my favorite. Wasn't that my favorite drink?
The Remedy.
Yeah, that's a good one. Really good drink. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these. If you have, please give our video a thumbs up. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe. We've got lots more tips and cruise videos to come.
Happy sailing and happy vacation to you. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a big thumbs up.
If you would like a copy of our 101 cruise tips, that is covering the 4 videos that we've done so far, plus we have more to come. We're breaking this up into pieces. Just leave, there's a link in the description. Just follow the link, put in your email address, and these will be sent directly to you. Or you can just drop your email in a comment and I will send it to you myself. So thank you for watching.
See you later. Happy cruising.
Happy
Y'all
cruising.
be safe.
Bye.
Bye.